he's just in the ears. But this is the second half of the Shanahan Daigo Saito battle. This is good for Shanahan to build some confidence, being behind the wheel. There goes Daigo Saito, unfazed. Shanahan gets out there. Boom, puts it right there.
That's a tight
under the bridge. You can see them decent proximity. Again, sharpening the knife here. Coming around in that last inside clip, Daigo Saito dives in, kind of a beeline approach. Yeah. You saw Daigo really kind of just get his claws in there. And his lovely fiance, Sonny. Ryan Literal, he's throwing it down in that Sunoco S14. There goes Ben, uses all the course. Well done, snaps back into the bridge. Ryan Literal, he's right there, he's bathed into the smoke. He's firing all cylinders. Sunoco running through the veins, and the Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 550. What a great run. The crowd erupts with applause. Like to see him mimic that angle. And to your point, this Ben Hobson, I don't know if he's going to go for the win and really sink it. Look at that. And Ryan Literal says, whatever, man. I'm not listening to you, Jared. You're just the announcer. And Ryan Literal, look at the angle he's got there. Ben Hobson, good practice. He's sparring right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Either BMW or they're both BMWs, but the green knows.
That's her. That's her right there.
Side to side.
That tight fucking turn. That take off your whole back seat, bro.
Now transition. Here comes O'Sullivan.
Goddamn.
Look at that.
Bumper
Good
bump.
car control by O'Sullivan coming out last inside clip. There are marbles in between there. You don't want to hit, though. Here we go. Now out front, Daniel Stuckey with the swing in front of Mata. Let's see how he gets out there. And he does get out there. But look at Mata. Right there on the door.
That's smooth.
That's what we talked about. Consistent. And look at him flowing. Minimal corrections there by Austin. Now coming as last inside clip.
Almost took him out.
All right, I want to take a look at it again. I'm not jumping to conclusions.
That was
Shanahan.
most part.
The competition
That was
timeout.
perfect.
We haven't got clarification on why he did, but we do know he's now out. Back of Andy Haley. All right, this evil AutoWorks BMW, Andy Haley, good. He kind of rolled into it. Shanahan was aggressive in that chase position. Good fluid line there from Haley and Shanahan. Shanahan was aggressive in that AutoWorks BMW, Andy Haley, good. He kind of rolled into it. Shanahan was aggressive in that AutoWorks back of Andy Haley. All right, this evil AutoWorks BMW, Andy Haley, good. He kind of rolled into it. Shanahan was aggressive in that chase position. Good fluid line there from Haley and Shanahan. He spins out and continues on. Didn't look like there was contact. We'll see if he hung him up. But Shanahan, he spins. Justin Smash with the drone, getting the shot right there on
lip mode.
Like he was crawling and then just barely backed it in. He's dying on the cross of that RB and he loves it, but he's going against James Dean. He's got the bubble window, he's building flow. James Machine Dean, your defending Formula Drift champion, throws it in that outside zone. Touch that one, I said, just missing it. James Dean, look at Ryan Literal. He is right there, tucked in. He knows. Talking about that 100-point run. That's what James Dean.
Oh my God.
We need a correction. Was there contact? We will run it back.
You got it back?
That was very unlike James. Really good battle. Austin pretty much has nothing to lose. Hero, he's got rookie of the year last year. And goes right out there. You see that Marine just get flexed a little bit.
How you just standing right?
Goes right out there. You see that.
Why you just standing, bro? You got some goggles on?
The wing just get flexed a little bit, but Austin Mata.
Get high again.
Right there. Hero the wall. 15 years old. This is a kid of the past, the present, the future, baby. He is, oh my God. 4 rounds to 8 rounds. It's about nutrition, both mechanical and mental. Here we go. Austin out front. Let's see what this weapon brings here to this against his 15-year-old Njuku racing pilot. Look at Hero tucks into the hot pocket. Austin comes up a little bit short here. He's going to dig deep. Whoa! Look at that direction. You saw Austin and the Hero did just the same. Now coming to that tight clip. Brings it around. Well done. And that's, we see, and TLO, Tommy Lemaire, a lot of letters, but what it equates to is OMT one more time.
That was anxious,
LZ goes all the way out. Really good posture. The poise of the Drift BMW on the BC Racing suspension. Dials it on that last outside zone 3. He sheds that back wing. He says, all right, you cut weight, I'm going to cut weight too.
Yes.
All right, here we go. We got Mr. Drift Wizard. Let's see what kind of sorcery we got cooked up here. Tumble and Troil, Boil and Bubble. Let's go down to Long Beach. As he drops in. drops the staff on Brandon Sorensen, but Brandon Sorensen unflappable. Brings it in, repping the 702, Las Vegas with a 513 on the roof. All right, thank you so much to all the active military. Here we go, the United States Army, BMW. That of Osoli goes in, and he gets out there now. Frederick Oslo, he comes up short, but he...
Yo, that corner, those 2 first turns, bro. Precision, yeah, you need that precision, bro. Yeah, back bumper. Comes
back. Look at O'Sullivan. He gets an outside zone 3. Look at this. Osoli twisting the screws on a 3-time champion of Frederick Oslo. O'Sullivan says he's giving some setup. Here we go. Shanahan. Jack, not Connor. Welcome to FG. And look at that.
Nice.
Turk dials it back.
Nice. Nice.
Shanahan gets all the way outside zone 3. Taps that wall. Ryan Turk transitions in that last inside clip. And Shanahan brings it around. I'll tell you what. We are going to go to a side-by-side. BC Racing go for gold. Here we go, Ryan Turk, Shanahan. Not once, not twice. This is it. Our third battle between these gentlemen. We're only in the 32. Ryan.
Bro, oh my God. The GR. Yo, GR. Every time I see the GR, bro, I keep like... Shit pulling me in, man. GR is pretty sweet car, bro.
Back bumper, that Toyota GR Corolla. 1, 2. Shanahan not flinching at all. That third outside zone. Now bringing it into that final inside clip. Shanahan attacks. There he goes. There he goes, little Shanahan sandwich. Well, pacing through that start chicane. Let's see how James Dean keeps his composure here. Goes in initiation. In that first outside zone. Misha gets all the way out to the
Nice.
He comes up a bit short. Shreds that back fire. Right into that third outside zone. James Dean gets right into the pocket. Smoked out. And there's James Dean now. So, look like... All right, so it looks like we are going to alternate the order here. Chris the Force Forsberg, the vet, against Rookie of the Year 2024. Look at Chris. Comes right in, swinging into that outside zone. Great placement by Chris in the second outside zone. Manoa dives into the inside. Forsberg stretches it out to outside zone 3, wraps it into that final inside clip. And look at Hero in close proximity. Castro, he's always got a positive attitude, but sometimes you just need to harness that just anger and aggression as Castro brings it under the bridge. Look at Odie, he tucks in. Odie drops back quite a bit. Here comes Castro. Now Odie jumps up to the conversation. Ooh, that was a solid.
I have no idea, but either way, Ben Hobson's got it. Oh my gosh.
Yep, here we go. Look at this. Ben Hobson throws it out there. He comes up short. Another short sheet. He short sheets himself. Comes up.
I feel like there, bro. I know he could like let it swing a little bit more. Feel me? I felt like I was too tight.
Yep, here we go. Look at this.
That was like too quick. Like good.
He comes up short.
Yeah. He has some. Like he has some wiggle. He has some wiggle. Definitely has some wiggle.
But Ryan Turk right there in the pocket. He's going to apply the pressure. Now you got to think. Ryan, okay. So some mistakes on either side in the lead run. Consider this. Ryan Turk on the door of Connor Shanahan. And guess what? No tomfoolery, no trickery, no Irish games here. This is bragging rights at the pub tonight. Connor Shanahan initiates. James Dean right there. Initiating. Shanahan gets all the way out there. Almost taps bumper, the tiny little bumper. Brings it to the bridge. Here comes James Dean. Watch this. He's going to sink in the sword. Diving into the side of his fellow countryman. Now bringing in that final inside clip. Barely just nudges that inside clip.
Smooth.
Wow.
That was smooth.
See through that, the snow was simulated there on the start. Here goes Odie Bakshi's field suspension. S15 now lifting into that outside zone. Boom. Look at that. Oh, nice kick. Bakshi's backing in Bakshi's. Brandon Sorensen tucks it in. He mimics it barely and then just got right back out into that final inside clip. Brings it on around. Well done, Odie Bakshi.
That's a tough course. That's a really tough course, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's tough. That's tough right there, bro. That's tough. That's like no room for errors, or else you just smacked into the wall, bro.
And Brandon Sorensen. What are your thoughts there, Jacob?
Yeah.
Chris, the Force Forsberg, send it! Adam LZ up front, Triple HQ, BMW. Coming into view, boom. Right there outside, Forsberg comes up a little shallow, drops into formation. Then Forsberg goes in that last outside zone. He tapped that back right in that last, comes up a little BMW. Coming into view, boom. Right there outside, Forsberg comes up a little shallow, drops into formation. Then
Damn, son.
Forsberg goes in that last outside zone. He tapped that back right into outside zone 3, straighten him out. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. James Machine Dean out front, Frederick Osbo in the chase position. James initiates into that first outside zone. Here goes Frederick Osbo. Look at the fast event from James Dean. Frederick Osbo chases him down. Well done, gets into the pocket. James massive angle. Frederick Osbo gets that proximity, doesn't mimic a tail right there. You can see just about 15, 10, 0 degrees in that chase position. Right now, here we go. Send it! Frederick Osbo, James Dean. Let's see what kind of prowess we got.
Oh, did they touch?
Frederick Osbo, James Dean. Now, here we go. Send it!
Tap him. Tap
Frederick
him.
Osbo, James Dean.
Tap them. Is that a tap? I can't. Goddamn Shadow, my nigga. But I think he just tapped his tire, bro. He tapped his tire, bro.
Let's see what kind of
did.
prowess we got.
He did.
Look at James Dean. That initiation was very aggressive in the chase. Frederick Osbo, backs in that Toyota GR Supra. The Rockstar Energy Drink pilot. Can he take it to the top? Taking out the defending champion, a 3-time champion himself, James Dean, into that last clip.
That was nice. Formula Drift highlights.
Here we go. Connor O'Sully and
Utah.
Dmitry Brutsky here for this one more time battle. It was again, very close call, and I agree with it. Actually, O'Sully did
Last
get
track
one
was
vote.
tough.
Was not unanimous on
Last
the
track
battle,
was
so
tough,
just
bro.
joined us. O'Sully, championship on the line. Brutsky, multiple prospect champion previously, double dipping, and talking about dipping, he dipped that back right GT radial tire in that first outside zone. Coming to the second outside zone. There goes O'Sully. Brutsky once again. He was so textbook on that first run. Looks like he's dropping a little bit. Brutsky goes off into the dirt. A lot of dirt being thrown up. That definitely threw off his line. But look at O'Sully riding the razor's edge. So Brutsky, watch this overhead. You know, with the naked eye, you'll see all this cloud of dust flying in that outside zone too. When that sun is set, dust. O'Sully riding the razor's edge. Brutsky, Mr. Never Settle. Can he play spoiler for O'Sully in the championship? TLO right now is a Brutsky fan. Brutsky exceeds the line, knocks over a couple of those. Now that second outside zone, he's going for it.
Being in a chase position, bro. God damn, bro. They windows down. The windows gotta be down. That's just mass smoke, bro. You gotta like, nigga, what? How y'all seeing through this? All that freaking smoke, bro.
He is tuned up. O'Sully, a little bit of composure on his side, and Brutsky does not get in the dirt. Neither does O'Sully. Transition now, was that a little early?
Oh no!
O'Sully, it was early.
Come on!
O'Sully loses it, straightens out.
Come
and
on,
I
catch
saw
up,
it
catch up.
going down. You saw that transition. Yesterday, Leonard.
I don't know, man.
Down. You saw O'Sully. Transition now, was that a little early?
Oh, no.
O'Sully, it was early.
Come on!
O'Sully loses it, straightens out, and I saw it going down. You saw that transition. Yesterday, Leonard going against Alex Jaeger, taking him out in competition as Leonard. Whoa, buddy.
Oh,
That is going to be an incomplete. This run is null and void. Anything after this, it really does not to be in competition as Leonard going against
way past the pocket, bro.
Alex Jaeger, taking him out in competition as Leonard. Whoa, buddy. That is going to be an incomplete. This run is null and void. Anything after this, it really does not matter. This is absolutely to get more familiar with that track.
Yeah, what we gotta really digest there is whose fault was that?
There might have been a little bit of contact, but to that degree, to shove him that far off, I believe that was Root under his own feet. This is the grand finale here of our Link Engine Management Prospect Championship into this first outside zone. Buchanan doesn't see the line as well, knocking over some cones. Now coming to the second outside zone. Dempster giving himself maybe too much room. You see him taking it out, putting some angle back in. Dempster struggling in that chase position.
But does it matter? I feel like it's a little moot at this point.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I counted 3. We'll go.
Damn.
Farouk will lead, and Donati chasing him down. Here goes Farouk, initiates in that first outside zone. Looks like he keeps between the lines. Now transition to the second outside zone. Jeff Donati, can see him getting there. With Farouk out front, he definitely takes a more natural, more aggressive line. Now, this last outside zone, here comes Farouk, right on the course's edge.
Wow.
Ooh, good job by Farouk.
Yeah. And Donati, like that. Yeah.
A great lead run there, by Big make his way through Chris Leonard. Josh Love initiates that BMW. Oh, Leonard, he almost got into a little tussle there with that BMW. But look at Josh Love slingshot his way into outside zone 2. You know, you got to think, you know, him and the ASM guys, Robert Thorne, and I mean, those guys they're a camp that really is preparing cars properly. And Josh Love has shown you that car can be prepared well, but driving it, Josh Love, that was absolutely bolts. Just pushing off early. We'll see if he's 100% good. Early initiation from Drifter Jay. Chestnut comes up short as well. Very similar to Leonard's line. And now coming through the outside zone 2, Chestnut.
Too much.
Oh, buddy. Wow.
It might have been only 2, Jared.
That was an aggressive 2.
Oh, there went the tire.
Oh boy. Oh, a wheel. Oh, man.
Oh.
I knew that, dude, that thing was digging in. It was more Nitro Cross. Very sad, the progression of the car, so it's great to see. So here goes Farouk, that Ineos Oil Dev Speed S chassis, goes in the outside zone, doesn't exceed it. Look at Mata, he is just chomping at the bit, and that ended up maybe hurting Austin in that second outside zone. Now coming through, looks like they've almost reversed roles here, but there goes Mata. See?
Wow.
And again, just maybe too aggressive Austin Mata in his pro car because he does run 2 cars. Here goes Josh Love initiating into that first outside zone. Let's see what he's got. Put a little love in your heart. Now into that first outside zone, drops a little tire into the second outside zone. Look at him rocking away from Dmitry Brudski. Brudski does jump there to the side of him.
Nice.
Nice, look at that. Great angle there in this last outside zone. Good angle. Josh Love. Woo! We're going flying with Justin Smash in that last outside zone. All right, that was give you the gopher can. Kind of a gangster run here from Hansen.
It better be.
He's gonna throw it in, man. That's what I'm expecting from Team Hansen. Okay, that was a little less than anticipated. Oh, look at Mata. He dives over the inside. Mata makes a big mistake. Oh no, on that transition, here goes Hansen. Oh, he gets in the dirt. Hansen gets in the dirt, transitions out. He does save.
Nah, bro, they're aggressive on this track. I feel like it's open space, so they try to they're aggressive. They're aggressive on this track. That's where all the mess ups is happening.
This is the
But they're doing this track like it's their first time on this track though.
Second run, so even if he beat it, he would be able to continue on. But Hanna gets third. If Katsanidis goes to the finals against Brudski, Mata gets third. So some podium positions at stake here. Here comes Margaritis Katsanidis into that first outside zone. Very fluid. That was nice. Fluid like water into that second outside zone. Here comes Katsanidis. And now transitioning through. Let's see how they handle that last outside zone 3. Who's going to the finals against Brudski? Oh! Mata goes off course.
Thing though, once your tires touch that dirt. Oh man, yeah, these 2 courses is tough. The walls, you gotta be very precise. And this one, once your tires touch that dirt, bro, you're done for.
Yeah.
But so you're kind of you gotta punch it to get back.
Oh, Dmitry Brudski with his bye run. Brudski going to the finals. Brudski is in it. And again, taking a look here. Yeah, you're good. And Buchanan. So we'll lay out and listen to Dmitry Brudski. Yeah, you know, a lot of, you know, Brudski hung out in Prospect for quite a while and then made the jump, and now it's amazing. So, again, all right, so again, third place here in round 4 of the Link Engine Management Prospect Championship, and finishing 3rd overall in the driver's standings, Austin Mata! Finishing 2nd. For I believe his first ever FD podium. He's excited, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Greek. So make some noise for the Greek doctor, the LS doctor from Greece, Margaritis Katsanidis, 2nd place here at round 4 in Utah, the Link Engine Management Prospect Championship. And finally, let's say it for good measure one more time, never settle, your winner, round 4 here in Utah, Link Engine Management Prospect Championship. It is Dmitry Brudski. Throw it down to our field reporter, Miss Lorette Nickel. Lorette, down to you with some words with our winner.
A huge congratulations. It is his 4th ever win in your Prospect career. The last win came in 22. And Dmitry, I would imagine that this is the motivation that you need moving forward for next season.
Absolutely. This feels like a first one, especially with all the tough battles. And even at the end, this is not luck. This is not angel luck. This is our commitment, never settle, fighting hard. And our car been smoking the whole time, but we just didn't give up. I drove it like I wanted to break it and didn't hold back, and we're here. So definitely my team need it, I need it, and woo, let's go.
We are now here. The season closes. What is the plan for 2025?
I'm still not done in pro, so I got to rebuild my motor and finish in Irvindale, hopefully on a better note than what I had all season in pro. But yeah, we're just going to rebuild the cars and start working towards next season.
Amazing. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here in Utah, Dmitry Brudski. And of course, Margaritis, this is his first ever 2nd place. His best finish was in 6th. In St. Louis. Margaritis, this has been such an amazing journey for you.
Yeah, I cannot believe we're going to have that carbon. I'm fighting for that the last 17 years. So I'm here and I'm super happy, super stoked. I wish I don't overcook it so much, but I was trying to fill it up everything on the beginning of the Autzone one, and I dip with my tire. I don't change the car at all, like go lower pressure and stuff. But anyway, thank you so much, all my sponsors. Lockdown Performance, LS Doctor, myself, built this engine 25 events ago. We're still running strong. And yeah, so thank everybody to be here. You stay so late and get ready for next year.
Congratulations on your first podium. And Austin Mata over here. Austin, so overcome with emotion. You could see how much this meant to him. 3rd place. Austin, how do you wrap up your series? How do you put into words what you've experienced this year?
I don't have any words. I'm just happy. So, that's it.
So happy for you. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Mata in 3rd place.
Oh, man, the emotions run high, Lorette. I mean, a lot of tears here this weekend, and they're happy tears, you know, and obviously celebrating the victories, celebrating the losses, because sometimes you learn more from your failures and your mistakes than you do your victories. But congratulations to not only the podium finishers, but the overall driver standings. Matt, let's take a look at those drivers' championship standings. We're going to celebrate 1, 2, and 3, both this round as well as the drivers. And this is how it ends up. TLO, Tommy Lemaire edges out Connor O'Sullivan with only 1 victory. O'Sully, that was the story I was going to say. Is like, you know, just being persistent, being, you know, just driving forward. Austin Mata, the tears of joy there. Cody Buchanan, they tie. But it went down to St. Louis that decided it. That's why I always talk about the 4 rounds as opposed to 8 rounds in the Pro Championship. Josh Love, he wants that. He wants to get it organic. He's working with Robert Thorne, who won a Prospect Championship, makes the jump to pro. But Brudski comes, I mean, he moved up like 15
Significant, yeah. I mean, like, it just goes to say how much each round is weighted like that, like you said.
Nate Chen, Katsanidis jumps up to 8. Jaden, you know, 16 years old. Rudy Hansen, Double Rudy Duty, Sweet Tooty, Fresh and Fruity, Hanson comes up to top 10. But Matt, thank you so much for all that you contributed to, story-wise, emotion-wise, and it's a pleasure being up here with you, man.
It's never bad, Jared. I'll tell you that for free.
All right. Next one I'm going to charge you. So on behalf of Matt Sopa, Lorette Nickel, we'll see you tomorrow for round 7 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Thank you guys so much from Utah Motorsports Campus. Send it. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. Talking about online, we'll see you tomorrow. Ryan Littrell initiates in that first outside zone. Looks like he got rid of that shake. No problem for him. Does barely just exceeds that race line, and now go into the second outside zone. Ryan Littrell, a little left foot brake. You see that front right wheel stop, but James Dean, that allows him to catch up here. And now transitioning that last outside zone. I'm assuming we're going to get a side-by-side. Littrell on it. Wow. Great run by Ryan Littrell. You talk about a new build, a fresh build, fresh front suspension component on Ryan Littrell's car. There's a vibration in the front of the car, so he wanted to remedy that. Here we go. Now we got Kenshiro Gucci out front of that first outside zone right there. And, you know, you got to think Brandon Sorensen, this is where, you know, basically, yes, he's a young driver, but maybe a little bit mature for his age, and he shows that composure. He doesn't need to do anything crazy because Kenshiro Gucci does have that incomplete. This is the right tempered approach that Brandon needs to take in order to get the win. And he still says, hey, I'm here.
Right side of the bracket is both drivers now coming out of the line.
All right, Diego Higa, a little slow crawl there on that Diego Higa JDM Supreme 86 FRS. And here we go. Oh, Higa bows out. That's a wrap. He fists it. So there it is. That's just right there. Diego Higa says shuts it down. So there. And here we go. Oh, Higa bows out. That's a wrap. He fists it. So there it is. That's just right there. Diego Higa says shuts it down. That's going to be an automatic advancement for Odi Bakshis. All right. As far as we are the storytellers.
All right, on to the next one.
Yeah, we are the storytellers. Guess what? We got to wait a couple hours before we find out. Shanahan tracking him down again, currently sitting 10th and 14th. Talking about Shanahan out in the 10th spot, and Shanahan looks like both of them knocking out that cone. We'll have to take a look at the overhead camera here in the second outside zone. And there we go, Shanahan diving in. Rome Charpentier, he talked about maybe having a little bit more tire than Shanahan. There goes Shanahan. Looked like a little correction, maybe hesitation on that transition to outside zone 3 and diving in under that end of formation. Goes Rome. Here we go with Osbo. Let's see if the birthday boy can take it to the top. Nick Novak initiating in front of the nose of that Toyota GR Supra. And initiating, nice job by Novak. You know, you could barely see him blowing over those cones. And in the second outside zone, Novak, you talk about using all the track. He's out there as well. Did not see the little brown cloud. Now going to this last outside zone. There is, again, the robot-esque of Frederick Osbo. Look at the proximity, just dialing it in. Hey, a great lead run by Novak. Moves with the wind and the activation of the vehicles. Here we go. Matt Field, the Perla Heatwave Visual Lean Customs Corvette, the beast from the bay. 777 initiates that first outside zone. Dials it in, that first one. Simon Olsen in tow, hops forward. And Matt Field, you can see locking up those Sports Star wheels. And now going that last outside zone. Simon Olsen not exactly matching the angle of Matt Field. Aggressive, the beast of the bay. He does dip that tire, but it doesn't end up grabbing his wheel. So, and Alex, here we go. So Ben Hobson now out front. Kazuya Taguchi in the chase position. Big initiation there from Ben Hobson. He throws a lot of angle at it. And now making it real clear in his second outside zone. Kazuya Taguchi getting thrown off here by Ben Hobson, going gangster with the, I mean, it's a Penzo Ford Mustang. That almost looked like a Chelsea Denova initiation. Kazuya Taguchi. Ben Hobson goes off.
Fuck. Oh, he was doing so good.
Holy cow. And we did what? Flowers, big him up. He does have kryptonite. Sometimes he beats himself, overcooks it. Right now, Andy Heath is going to try to take down this 3-time champion, and he is a very capable driver. Ooh, he does drop that tire. Might have been 2, but that will not be an incomplete. Definitely not 3 in the second outside zone. There goes Andy Haley, and look at that. He is right on that razor's edge. He is riding that tire right on that white line. James Dean goes in on the inside. Amazing proximity by James Dean.
That was a nice one.
Like I said, a minor mistake by...
A couple of times I thought he was going to spin out. He was very close to that edge, bro. Very close to that edge. Like, oh my God.
James out front, but Andy Haley. Brandon Sorensen out front. Jeff Jones in that chase position. Let's see what we got here from Sorensen. Initiates. Good angle from... That looked like 2 tires off that front right, almost overcooks it. And look at Jeff Jones, slingshots up there. Gets a few car lengths on. Brandon dipping tires again. This is very unlike what we've seen, the trending Brandon Sorensen. Oh man, he drops a tire again. He is all over the track. The juice is loose. Craft master class. He put on a clinic, but Connor Shanahan, the shadow was right there. Here we go, Odie Bakshi's a must-win for him or James Dean. Here's your 2024 Formula Trim champion.
Nice.
All right, Odie Bakshi's back at it like a track addict into that second outside zone. Connor Shanahan right there takes a little bit of angle out of it. Odie Bakshi's the pride of Lithuania. Now in Southern California, field suspension boss. He's right there once again like a broken record. Just a surgeon. He is not a doctor, but he got to win earlier this year. At round 3, can Connor Shanahan take down Odie Bakshi's and solidify it? James Dean as their 24 Formula Trim champion. Connor Shanahan goes into the outside zone. There he is once again. Odie Bakshi's in the pocket. Shanahan goes that second outside zone. Odie Bakshi's once again right there. Look at that left foot brake. Odie risking it for the biscuit. Banging doors. Oh, doctor. Going to that last outside zone. Here goes Odie Bakshi's. Comes in on the inside. Shanahan right there on the outside.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yo, hold on. I gotta watch that shit again. That shit was too nice.
He's not a doctor, but he got to win earlier this year.
That shit was too nice.
Can Connor Shanahan take down Odie Bakshi's and solidify it? James Dean as their 24 Formula Trim champion. Connor Shanahan goes into the outside zone. There he is once again. Odie Bakshi's in the pocket. Shanahan goes that second outside zone. Odie Bakshi's once again.
Oh my gosh. Oh, door to door, bro. Door to door, bro.
Right there. Look at that left foot brake. Odie risk.
Oh, and a bump. Oh my God, that's tight.
Biscuit, banging doors. Oh, doctor, going to that last outside zone. Here goes Odie Bakshi's. Comes in on the inside. Shanahan right there on the outside. Banging doors once again. Holy cow, are you kidding me? Rising to the Nismo Auto Parts Z, and here comes Hiro Manoa, Junior Racing, Jerry Yang Racing vehicle. Comes that first outside zone. He does exceed it just a little bit. You can see the posture here. Going to that second outside zone. Forsberg jumps to the side of him. Look at the power on deck. He mimics the angle. Hiro's putting the car in the right place. Oh, Forsberg looks like he transitioned. Want to see that angle though. Again, sometimes that's not totally indicative. And look at Forsberg. 16, who's advancing on and who is going against Jonathan Hurst. Here we go, Matt Field, correction there, but look at Trent Beecham drops right into formation, and there's that horsepower. You see him, oh, but Beecham says, all right, I got it too. In that second outside zone, look at the angle from Matt Field. A lot more settled with that clean air out front. Transition now in the last outside zone. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. Matt Field almost overcooks it. He brings it back, and look at Beecham. Wow.
Oh, that was a fight right there, bro. It was tussling. He almost flew off, but he brought that shit back. Ooh, that was a tussle.
Oh, and again, here, that was sketch. Yeah, man, Utah 2024 totally took you out. Here we go, Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osmo, the Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota GR Supra initiates Chris Forsberg into Osmo using all the course. Watch his transition, the rocket, the slingshot by both of them. Look at Freddie. Actually, Forsberg gave him some room, bounces back, jumps forward. Oh, Forsberg taking an inside line. Let's see how they handle this last outside zone. Drops into formation. Osmo in. Forsberg right there. Brings it across the finish line. Odie Bakshi's, James Dean leaving the start line. The championship is up for grabs. And it's between these two gentlemen. Odie Bakshi's, let's send it. James Dean comes in, chasing him down to that first outside zone. Now transitioning into the second outside zone. Odie Bakshi's good composure. James Dean right there. Maybe giving a little bit of inch. And here comes Odie Bakshi's in that second outside zone. Transitioning into that final outside zone. James Dean, he wants it. He goes into the dirt. He drops tire. Odie Bakshi's keeps the composure. Do we have a 2024 champion in James the Machine Dean? Or is it Odie Bakshi's going to put a stop to it? Again, it's championship or push. James Dean goes that first outside zone. Transition outside zone 2. Odie Bakshi's. Now he makes his presence felt. Oh, look at him. Angle.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. Tire getting some air.
In James the Machine Dean, or is it Odie Bakshi's going to put a stop to it? Again, it's championship or push. James Dean Goes that first outside zone. Transition outside zone 2. Odie Bakshi's. Now he makes his presence
Oh.
felt. Oh, look at him. Angle for
Oh.
angle. James Dean dips the tire.
Oh.
1-2. Trunks are flapping. It's championship or push. Odie Bakshi's gets thrown off. James Dean, massive angle. Odie Bakshi's riding shotgun in that right-hand drive. Ford Mustang. Are you kidding me?
What he needs to do and putting it exactly where it needs to be on lap after lap. So 2 drivers, top of their game, driving with
That was nerve-wracking.
head in the finals. That's wonderful.
Here's your popcorn. Send it! Here we go. Frederick Osbo chasing down Odie Bakshi's in that first outside zone. These are the finals here in Utah. The Type S Elevated. Round 7, and the championship's coming down to Irwindale. Odie Bakshi's, like you said, perfection. Frederick Osbo, he brings it in. He's looking tight. That last outside zone, the cars are wound up, and there it is. Odie Bakshi's once again. I mean, I feel like it's an RC car. He is on rails. The last time here in Utah. Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR7.
Oh.
Knocks the bumper off of Odie Bakshi's S chassis. Freddie, he's got that special sauce. Let's see if he can pour it on the brisket. Brisket Bakshi's, right? Got that smoked meat into that second outside zone. Odie Bakshi's has been perfection. He's shown a little bit of glimmer, a little bit of opportunity for Frederick Osbo. Diving in. Woo-wee.
Oh,
Wow. Third place here, round 7 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. His first ever FD podium from Southern California. Next in tires, the 999 Clone-X BMW, Trenton Beecham.
hell yeah.
And now your winner. Again, Force
Thank you, guys.
with that win previously against James Dean, the championship will be decided in Irwindale. Join us October 18th and 19th for the final round of the 2024 season. Again, it's coming down to Irwindale. Your winner here at round 7 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Type S, Elevated, and the driver that elevated and gets the win is unanimously Odie Bakshi's gets the win. And Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, gets second here in Utah. Lithuania and all his family and friends cheering him on, and he wins in grand fashion. The pressure was on, and he did not crack. From beginning to end, he knew what needed to be done, and he pushes it to Irwindale even further, closing that point separation between him and James Dean. Jacob, you know, I want to get some words with you, of course, about what a crazy event, how hot, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, all of it. But the hottest driver is Odie Bakshi's, and he is with Lorette Nickel.